Imagine this: every tear you've shed, every moment you've doubted yourself, every time someone told you you can't. It was all building to this very moment. Right now, you are on the brink of something extraordinary. You are not here by accident. You are chosen, positioned, and prepared for a breakthrough so powerful, it will not only elevate you, but also transform the way others see what's possible. This isn't just another chapter in your story. This is the moment where the narrative shifts and you step fully into your divine purpose. The challenges you've faced? They weren't roadblocks, they were stepping stones. Every no you received was setting you up for the right yes. The setbacks? They were setups. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating a plan that will not only vindicate you, but also inspire everyone who's watching. You are not just surviving. You are about to thrive in a way that defies logic. What's coming is not small. It's not subtle. It's monumental. It's a display of favor so undeniable that even those who doubted you will be left in awe. And here's the best part. Your story will inspire someone else to hold on, to push through, to believe that their breakthrough is just around the corner too. So, take a deep breath. Feel the shift that's happening in your spirit. This is your time. The stage is set. The spotlight is on you. And God is about to show the world what happens when resilience meets divine timing. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are chosen. Let's go. When the dust settles, the landscape reveals the undeniable work of divine orchestration. This is not a quiet celebration hidden from sight. It is a radiant display of grace unfolding in plain view. Picture a summit illuminated with light, every shadow falling away to expose a banquet of abundance. This is no ordinary provision. It is a proclamation that leaves no room for doubt. Every aspect of this blessing speaks of overflowing favor, peace that holds firm like unshakable ground beneath your feet, joy that rises like the dawn after the longest night, and resources that pour forth as if from an inexhaustible spring. Those who thought your journey had reached its end, who whispered doubts about your destiny, now find themselves as witnesses to a transformation they cannot explain. What they see is not a mere reversal of fortune, but a tangible manifestation of promises fulfilled. The abundance laid before you is undeniable, woven with meaning deeper than material gain. It is the mark of a hand that never wavers, a force that turns every barren space into a flourishing garden. The vision they had of your scarcity is replaced with a reality they cannot ignore, one overflowing with more than enough to satisfy, inspire, and affirm. This gathering of favor is not only about provision, it is a statement of vindication. It announces to the onlookers, loud and clear, that their perceptions and conclusions were premature, that no external opinion could halt the divine plan set in motion. They see now that every trial you faced was not a sign of failure, but the preparation for a moment such as this. It is not about proving anyone wrong. It is about showcasing a truth that stands taller than any doubt, a truth that resonates with purpose and power. The feast before you is not just sustenance. It is a visual declaration that divine favor surrounds you like an impenetrable fortress. Every supposed setback has become the foundation for greater triumph. What once seemed like empty places at the table are now overflowing with abundance. Those who sought to measure your worth by their limited vision are left grappling with the undeniable evidence of a purpose they could not derail. In this moment, the message is unmistakable. Nothing is wasted, nothing forgotten, and nothing can prevent the fulfillment of divine intent. You were seen, you were known, and you are always held in the steady rhythm of a plan, greater than you imagined. Now, the abundance laid before you not only sustains, it restores, elevates, and declares that your journey was always destined for this display of glory. In this pivotal season, readiness is not measured by physical preparation, but by the alignment of your inner being. The unfolding of what awaits is not about proving superiority or silencing critics. It's about revealing a power that transcends the human realm. Every triumph you are stepping into is a reflection of grace, not a product of pride. When humility anchors your perspective, it clears the way for transformation to flow unimpeded. Elevation is not a weapon to wield against detractors. It is a platform to magnify the greater purpose unfolding through you. Anger and resentment are chains, not shields, and clinging to them keeps you tethered to the pain of the past. Release is not a concession, but an act of liberation, freeing your spirit to fully receive the abundance that is waiting. Those who once stood as obstacles were never in control. Their resistance was merely a tool in shaping your resilience. Letting go of bitterness is not about excusing harm, but about choosing to walk unburdened into a narrative of restoration. The weight of unforgiveness crowds the soul, while grace makes room for joy and fulfillment. The preparation for what lies ahead is rooted in stillness and focus. The strength you carry, the clarity that guides you, and the peace that sustains you are all drawn from a deeper well. Turn your attention to this source, not distractions born of ego or vengeance. This moment is not for minor pursuits or fleeting victories, but for the culmination of a larger purpose. A heart anchored in humility becomes an open vessel for the blessings prepared for you. When the time comes, the shift will not be incremental, it will be transformative. You are not just crossing a threshold, you are rising into the fullness of what has always been destined for you. Fix your gaze forward and allow your steps to be guided by the assurance that nothing is being withheld. The narrative you are stepping into is one of restoration, reconciliation, and unshakable favor. Your challenges, the resistance you faced, and the voices that doubted your path have all served a higher purpose. What seemed like setbacks were tools shaping your perseverance, preparing you for a moment that was destined all along. The disbelief of others wasn't a roadblock. It was the spotlight illuminating the strength within you. Every attempt to diminish your progress, every moment of resistance, was a hammer and chisel carving you into the masterpiece you were always meant to be. The actions of your adversaries, far from defeating you, have only highlighted the greater truth that no human scheme can obstruct a plan rooted in divine intention. Your growth is not a coincidence. It's a testament to the transformative power of opposition. The criticism you endured, the attempts to undermine you, became the fuel that propelled you forward. These struggles were not arbitrary. They were essential to revealing your capacity to rise above circumstances. The very people who attempted to hold you back are now spectators to the undeniable proof of your purpose. Their efforts to obscure your light only served to make it shine brighter. This is the essence of divine justice. What was meant to break you has become the foundation of your strength. Their actions, no matter how calculated, only emphasize the difference between human pride and the unshakable purpose that sustains you. Their disbelief wasn't an obstacle. It was the stage for a greater narrative to unfold. You are living evidence that purpose cannot be derailed and favor cannot be silenced. Feel what it truly means to be chosen. You're not alone on this journey. If deep down you feel that you're chosen, you've come to the right place. Take the next step in connecting with us, unlocking exclusive content, and receiving the support you need on your spiritual path by clicking the Join button. This isn't just about being part of a community, it's about accessing unique insights that can transform your life and bring you closer to your divine calling. Make the choice today and walk this journey with us. Claim your place among the chosen ones. Join now. Now, as your journey continues to ascend, those who doubted you find themselves standing before an undeniable truth. They thought they were shaping your downfall, yet their very presence in your story serves to amplify the magnitude of your rise. The tables have turned, not through vengeance, but through the irrefutable demonstration of grace and favor. What they intended to suppress has been magnified beyond their comprehension. This moment isn't just about proving others wrong, it's about showcasing the depth of transformation that can occur when you remain rooted in faith and integrity. Their disbelief is no longer an insult, it is an acknowledgement of the extraordinary. The narrative is clear. Humility invites strength, and resilience creates elevation. Your victory is not a rebuke, it's a revelation, a reminder that no plan formed against you can prosper when the source of your strength is greater than any opposition. Every challenge you faced, every obstacle that stood in your way, was never meaningless. These difficulties were precisely placed to craft a stronger, more refined version of you. The friction in your path wasn't there to hinder you, it was there to prepare you. Growth comes not from the easy moments, but from the trials that demand everything within you. The resistance you've encountered was the very catalyst to shape your resilience, forcing you to rise above limitations and discover a strength you didn't know you possessed. Adversity doesn't arrive as an accident. It is a deliberate part of the process that molds you into who you were always meant to be. Without it, the fortitude needed for your next chapter could not be developed. Every time a door was closed, it pushed you to find another way. Every harsh word spoken against you, every deliberate attempt to hold you back, only added to the fire that tempered your resolve. These moments weren't meant to define your limits, but to expand them. The critics, the doubters, they didn't realize their opposition was fueling the very strength that would carry you forward. This journey isn't about ease, it's about transformation. Diamonds don't form without immense pressure, and strength doesn't emerge without resistance. The weight you've carried wasn't there to break you, it was there to uncover the greatness within you. Comfort may feel inviting, but it's stagnation in disguise. Growth demands the friction of discomfort, the stretching of your will, and the persistence to keep moving when everything around you tells you to stop. Now is the time to share God's blessings by clicking the super thank you button on YouTube. You can contribute to His plan and be part of this divine mission with a donation of $100 or more. Every gift reflects God's generosity, and I believe it will come back to you exponentially, far beyond your expectations. Remember, His protection and blessings are on your every step and every donation. You become part of His divine plan. You are a strong, radiant being, unshakable as His mighty rock. Witness God's miracles, feel the fruits of your generosity in your soul, and illuminate the world with confidence and courage. Be blessed, and let the light of the Lord guide your path. Consider those who have faced unimaginable challenges, yet turned their pain into purpose. Their struggles weren't obstacles, they were the chisels that carved their legacy. Just as steel is forged in the intensity of fire, Your journey has been a refining process, preparing you for what lies ahead. The trials you've endured are not the conclusion of your story. They are the foundation for the impact you are destined to make. Each hardship, each setback, is a step in a larger plan that only makes sense when viewed in its entirety. The discomfort is not random, nor is it punishment. It is alignment. It is shaping you into someone who cannot merely endure, but thrive. Every tear, every sleepless night, every ounce of doubt you've conquered has been purposeful, honing you for the season that's about to unfold. Trust this process, for what feels like a challenge now is the groundwork for the extraordinary future being built through you. Rise up. Subscribe now. Every step you've taken, every hardship you've faced, is part of an intricate process designed to bring forth the strength and resilience within you. What feels like struggle is not an obstacle, but a transformative journey, one that only those with purpose can endure. The challenges in your path are not meant to shatter you. They are here to strip away anything that doesn't belong, leaving behind a refined version of yourself. You are not being undone. You are being redefined, reshaped into someone capable of carrying the weight of a greater destiny. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your crucible. It presses against you, not to break, but to reveal the fortitude that has been within you all along. The pressure you feel is a deliberate tool of preparation, ensuring you are equipped for what lies ahead. Just as a seed pushes through the soil, breaking the surface to reach the light, your growth demands effort, persistence, and determination. These moments of discomfort are the foundation of a transformation that will lead you to an unshakable purpose. Consider the journey of those who have achieved greatness, not through ease, but through perseverance. Their endurance in the face of setbacks, their commitment to moving forward even when the way seemed uncertain, became the catalyst for their success. The same principle applies to your life. Without resistance, there is no progress. Without trials, there is no triumph. What seems overwhelming today is the very thing that will equip you to stand tall tomorrow. Your trials are not an interruption. They are a vital part of your preparation. The obstacles you encounter are sharpening your perspective and reinforcing your resolve. With every challenge, you are learning, growing, and becoming more aligned with the extraordinary purpose you were created to fulfill. The heat of adversity isn't a punishment. It is a signal that you are being molded into someone who cannot be moved, someone whose spirit is unbreakable. The journey you are on is not for the faint-hearted, and not everyone can endure it. But you are being proven. Each test you face strengthens your foundation, fortifies your spirit, and prepares you to carry out the work that only you can do. What you are enduring is not random, it is intentional, a step-by-step process of refinement. You are not merely surviving, you are stepping into your destiny. And as you rise, every difficulty will serve as a testament to the greatness that was within you all along. Endurance shapes character, and authenticity builds trust. The process you are undergoing is not a detour. It's a deliberate journey towards something extraordinary. Nothing about this preparation is arbitrary. It's an intricate design meant to equip you with the resilience and wisdom needed for what lies ahead. Your ability to appreciate the small victories and acknowledge the lessons in quieter seasons is what positions you for greater fulfillment. True transformation begins when you learn to value the seemingly insignificant moments as vital pieces of a larger puzzle. Gratitude serves as the cornerstone of a life prepared for abundance. When you approach every opportunity, every challenge, with a heart attuned to recognize its value, you set yourself apart. Greatness isn't handed to those who rush past their lessons or overlook their blessings. It is entrusted to those who nurture the present with care and dedication. The ability to cherish small beginnings isn't a weakness, it's the foundation for sustaining the weight of greater responsibilities. Consider the life of someone who, while laboring in obscurity, gave their best without expectation. It was their consistent effort and unwavering dedication that prepared them for opportunities far beyond what they could imagine. This principle applies universally. When you give your all to the tasks at hand, no matter how small they may seem, you align yourself with the principles of growth and multiplication. Effort born of gratitude transforms ordinary tasks into stepping stones toward extraordinary outcomes. Each act of faithfulness creates momentum, setting into motion a cycle where diligence attracts opportunity. When you cultivate gratitude, it not only shifts your perspective, but also amplifies the resources available to you. This isn't just about positive thinking, it's about understanding that the way you honor your current season determines how ready you are for the next. Growth doesn't emerge from convenience, but from the discipline of showing up, staying engaged, and recognizing the significance of every step. Declare with confidence, "When I honor what I have, more is added unto me." Let this truth resonate in your actions and mindset. The preparation you're undergoing is not unnoticed. It is paving the way for the fulfillment of promises that surpass your expectations. Gratitude is not merely an attitude, it's the key that unlocks the doors of opportunity and abundance waiting for you. When the shift happens, it cannot be hidden or downplayed. It is unmistakable. The transformation you are stepping into will open paths that seemed forever out of reach. Opportunities once closed off will present themselves, not as random occurrences, but as part of a carefully orchestrated plan. What you are about to experience defies explanation because it is not born of human effort, but guided by a divine hand. The unfolding of this plan will make it clear that it is not chance, but purpose driving your elevation. However, with this transformation comes visibility. What once seemed concealed in the shadows of struggle will now be placed front and center. Your journey, once marked by silent perseverance, will now serve as a living testament to the power that carried you through. Those who watched you endure will witness the outcome of your perseverance, and through your triumph, they will find inspiration. What once felt like wounds will now be reminders of your strength, symbols of redemption, and the forces that shaped you. This moment is not to magnify you, but to reflect the source of your strength, showing others what is possible when faith leads the way. Your elevation is not solely about receiving blessings. It carries a greater purpose. The new season you step into demands a higher level of responsibility. The influence you now possess is not for personal gain, but for creating impact. Your transformation is not confined to you. It becomes a source of hope and change for those who follow. The favor placed on your life is breaking barriers, dismantling limitations, and setting new standards for what can be achieved. Think of individuals who turned their challenges into movements of global significance. Their rise was not for their benefit alone. It sparked change that rippled outward, impacting countless others. Your story is becoming a similar beacon. What was once thought impossible will now become a reality because your journey demonstrates the limitless power of faith and perseverance. The barriers that seemed immovable will crumble under the undeniable evidence of your transformation. This is not a moment for self-importance. It is a call to service. Use the platform you have been entrusted with to inspire others, to show them that trusting the process is not a gamble, but a guarantee of transformation. Let your growth be proof that there is no limit to what can be accomplished through faith and determination. Your elevation will not just change your story, it will become the beginning of countless others finding their path forward. When change begins to unfold, it becomes unmistakable. Connections you once relied upon start to shift, not out of animosity, but because they no longer resonate with the direction you are destined to take. This is not an ending to grieve, but a recalibration meant to guide you towards something greater. The realignment of relationships is not rejection, it's a pathway to refinement. In these moments, trust the process that is unfolding, even when it feels unfamiliar. As new opportunities present themselves effortlessly, this is not mere luck, it's the precision of divine timing. What once seemed turbulent begins to transform into clarity, offering a calm assurance that this season of change is no accident. Each shift signals a purpose that is calling for a more refined environment, one designed to nurture your potential and align with your higher purpose. The connections being pruned are clearing space for those who will elevate and encourage your journey. The openings ahead are not random, they are deliberate, paving the way for the assignments you were created to fulfill. That sense of stillness and assurance you feel is not a pause. It's confirmation that you are being guided by something greater. Holding on to what is familiar will only slow your progress. Trust in the perfection of this timing, knowing that every transition is crafted with intention. What may feel unsettling now is simply preparation for the fulfillment of promises long planted in your heart. The opportunities and peace arriving in your life are tools for preparation, not just blessings for comfort. Stewarding these gifts requires a heart grounded in humility and a spirit attuned to prayer. Gratitude will keep you aligned with the source of all provision, while pride has no place in this journey. Remember the moments of struggle that shaped you into who you are today. They were not for nothing. Let that memory keep you steady, understanding that what you carry is not just yours. It is entrusted to you for a purpose far beyond your own benefit. Bitterness and envy have no room in this process. Celebrate not only your blessings, but the victories of others, for gratitude multiplies grace. Stewardship is the evidence of trust, the visible acknowledgement that you recognize the weight and value of what has been placed in your care. As you honor what has been given, the doors to more will open wider than you could ever imagine. Trust the process, embrace the transformation, and know that every shift is guiding you closer to your ultimate calling. You find yourself at the brink of a moment that will redefine everything. Every setback, every painful lesson, and every step of unwavering faith has been a piece of the puzzle leading to this unfolding masterpiece. What's coming is not just a change in circumstances, but a profound demonstration of purpose. The trials you've endured were not obstacles, they were tools, shaping you into someone who can carry the magnitude of what's ahead. This moment is not merely about proving anyone wrong. It's about showcasing what happens when divine timing meets perseverance. Those who underestimated you were never the authors of your story. They were merely instruments in a process far beyond their understanding. Each challenge has served as a refining fire, burning away doubt and forging resilience. Every private act of trust, every quiet surrender, has prepared you for the public revelation of what was always yours. The tables are turning, and the struggle is giving way to a purpose so clear and undeniable that even those who opposed you will be compelled to recognize it. This isn't just a season of blessing, it's a declaration of what happens when you partner with something greater than yourself. The tides have shifted, and your faith has called forth an outcome that will ripple far beyond your immediate life. This is your turning point, where pain transforms into purpose, and setbacks become the stepping stones of elevation. The same source that allowed the challenges is now bringing forth the reward, and it will be visible for all to see. What you are stepping into is not fleeting success, but lasting impact, a reflection of the power that carried you through. Speak your journey boldly, because someone out there is waiting to hear how persistence and faith create breakthroughs. Let your story shine as proof that the impossible bends to those who dare to trust when everything else suggests otherwise. Your testimony is a beacon, guiding others to see what can be achieved when preparation meets divine favor. Use this moment to inspire, to uplift, and to proclaim the unshakable truth that victory is not just possible, it is inevitable for those who refuse to give up.